right here on WAZZ, the Sports Blast with Brett, Hal, and Chris. And I tell you what, this is a real treat for a lot of people in our booth. By the way, 6 o'clock, we are leading into the Braves pregame show. Braves versus Marlins need a win real bad here today. And with us on the intensive line, we have one of the members of the broadcast crew, Hall of Fame pitcher Don Sutton. Don, thank you for joining us on the Sports Blast.
Well, I appreciate the offer, the opportunity. We should have been doing this before, and we'll make sure we'll do it again soon.
Well, okay, it's September, and things are starting to get a little serious. The Braves still have a real, workable lead there, and unless something crazy happens, they're going to be in the postseason. But they've kind of hit a little bit of lull here in Philadelphia. Is it time to start getting a little worried, or is it still early enough that it's ebbs and flows, and it'll get back to the right direction here by the time the playoffs start?
All right, you guys have our pregame booth up, don't you? Because that's a topic Jim and I are going to talk about in our as we set up the pregame show. And I think you look at it, and I will give you a preview. I think you look at it two ways, through two sets of eyes. Number one, with what's going on, you're looking forward to winning the division. That's a given. The Braves are going to win the division. That's a given. But I think you have to look beyond that to the point where what you're really playing for is success in October. And I think right now some of the consistency that was there earlier is not there. Part of it is coming from guys not being in the lineup who are injured. Part of it is coming from Freddie Gonzalez deciding to rest people. But I think in order to go further in October and to win it all, I think they have to get back to the consistency that we saw in April, May, and June, and that includes all the way through the bullpen.
And we're on with Don Sutton, member of the Atlanta Braves broadcasting crew, the Hall of Famer. Don, you've been around baseball for most of your life, 50 years, 40 years. You've been an analyst for about 20 years. Does this Atlanta Braves team have the same type of moxie of some of the others you saw in the early 2000s and the 1990s? And do they have the traits needed to make a run into October, as you mentioned?
Let me respond first of all. Only ex-players who can't broadcast are analysts. I'm a broadcaster with the Braves for 23 of the last 25 years, so, and it's been a privilege to do it. But this ball club does. This ball club is made up with, I know the ages are young, but if you guys could be around Andleton Simmons, if you could be around some of the young pitchers, Chris Madeline, and listen to them talk and listen to the inner circle conversation, you would hear people, if you didn't see the faces and know who they were, you would hear people that you would swear were 30, 35 years old and had been doing it for a long time. So, yes, it has the drive, it has the ambition, it has the ability, and it does have the moxie. This is a club made up of winners who genuinely enjoy playing together and enjoy doing the little things to win.